to My Brain, My Heart, Sports Talk with Mike. How you doing today? How you feeling? Do you have a hangover? I know I don't. You better have a hangover Monday morning, because tomorrow's St. Patty's Day, and if you don't have a hangover, you ain't doing it right. Today's episode is UFC. UFC 158 is on tonight. GSP versus Diaz. I'm going to be breaking down, just giving you a little bit of information about the Canadian fighters, who's going to win their matches, and then I'll jump into GSP Diaz. I'm repping my fighting hat. This is what I wear every fight, like Mike Muscle Mead, so you know it's bullshit from the get-go. It's just funny to wear. I do have my Warrior shorts on. They're comfy. Like I said, they're really comfy. I just don't feel like standing up to show you them. That's it. That's it. So it's gonna be fun. No beers. I got my 2-4 already in my fridge, and I'm not dipping into that. That's for the fight, and I don't feel like going out and getting any more. So that's it. There's no drinking. So you're gonna get completely sober, Mike. You've gotten sober, Mike. I've never been drunk. I think 2 episodes I had a little bit buzz on, but it's all right to have 2 or 3 beers, right? No, I don't do it every episode. It's just for fun, right? So we'll kick it off. It's going to be from Halifax, Nova Scotia born, John Makdessi. He's 3-2 in the UFC. He's got good defense. He's above average striker. He's quick on his feet. He's facing Jaron Cruikshank. And Cruikshank can match Makdessi kick for kick, but his takedown will go all for naught, and that's what he does. He goes for the takedown. So Makdessi, you pull this out perfectly. Great job, man. Possibly a knockout. I'm predicting a knockout. Next up, Jordan Men. I hope I pronounced that right. It's his UFC debut. Kickboxing is his game. Kickboxing will be his fame. Unfortunately, he's going up against a UFC veteran in Dan Miller, who's faced some of the best in the game. Miller, your veteran experience, you're going to pull this one out. Damn it! Damn it! Next up, Antonio Carvalho. He is 2-1 in the UFC. If you watch UFC 149, you've seen him get a knockout in 71 seconds. Tell me what you're mad for. Because he got knocked out in 71 seconds within the match, man. And Carvalho, he's got that knockout power. Perfect. He goes for the knockout, so you know you're going to see a good match when you watch him. He's going up against Darren Elkins. He does nothing. All he does is win. I can't even say, I don't know too much about him, but just reading up on him, he does what he has to win. But he doesn't know how to finish, and he has a hard time finishing with knockout submission. It always goes to the decision most times. In that case, Carvalho, you teach him how to win. Good job. You're a good teacher. I like that. You all know Patrick Cote if you're a UFC fan. He's 5-8 in the UFC, but he's had a hard time in the ring. He always ends up either getting injured or just something doesn't go his way, and he comes out on the wrong end of the stick a lot. He's going up against Bobby Volker, and all I know about this guy is he's a strikeout specialist. He just like that, and knockouts. They're not big knockouts. He knows how to do a nice 1-2 that just connects, and that's what he does. And Cote, he has trouble handling the guys that really know how to strike, because he likes to get on the mat. So Cote, you win by the skin on your chinny chin chin. I meant hair on your chinny chin chin, not skin. But you pull it out, so I'm happy about that. I like my Canadians. And Mike Ricci, not the Mike Ricci of the Philadelphia Flyers, Colorado Avalanche, San Jose Sharks, not the NHL player. Mike Ricci, he's 0-1 in the UFC. He was run up in the Ultimate Fighter with power. Watch out for this guy. He has power. He's going up against Colin Fletcher, and Colin, you're doomed. You're just doomed from the get-go. You're doomed. The next one, these guys don't. The next 2 matchups, they don't have Canadians in there. So, just to let you know who wins. Jake Ellenberger, you're going up against Nate Marquette. Nate, you win. Yeah. And then Johnny Hendricks versus Carlos Condit. And Hendricks, you win. I think you're going to have a shot at GSP. Yeah. That's what I think is going to be GSP's next matchup if he wins against Diaz. So let's jump into the GSP Diaz fight. This guy doesn't need any introduction. You know he's 17-2. He keeps retaining his belt. It's his belt. We know he knows how to get those takedowns. He's good on his feet. He knows how to get a body shot in with his feet. Great on the floor, great wrestler. But the thing that I've noticed over the last 7 fights, I don't care if you get fight of the night. I don't care about that. I mean, when you get fight of the night and it goes to a decision, it just means that it was a great fight between both fighters. So even if at the end, say GSP comes out on top with the decision, doesn't mean he was the best fighter. It just he had the best fight at that with this match. So realistically, if Diaz and GSP fight again, Diaz can go to decision and Diaz can win. You need a knockout or submission to keep the crowd and the fans involved in a fight. GSP has had a hard time doing so. Like I said, 6 out of his 7 last matches have gone to a decision, and for me, it's boring. I mean, for me as a fan, I like that energy, that excitement of knockout. Seeing a guy just blown out of like feet, just go to sleep, I can't even, words don't even begin to describe how excited I get when I see a knockout. And submission's even better because it's a will of power. I would actually rather see a submission over a knockout because I want to see how much will you have when you're in an armbar or a guillotine. I want to see how much strength, how much drive you have. Therefore, I want to see GSP put Diaz in a submission. I want Diaz to be in so much pain, but I want to see what he does. Because all he does is talk smack. He's the biggest shit disturber the UFC has probably ever known. He was already supposed to fight GSP last year, but he ducked out of the PR, all the PR shit. And all he does, he's an idiot. But is he a good fighter? Yes, he is. He knows what he's doing in the octagon, and you can't take that away from him. For me, the trash talking and all that, it doesn't. I'm not a big fan of it because if you want to get into someone's head, if that's your game plan to get into someone's head before the match, to me that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you're a better fighter. It just means you know how to use words against someone. Yeah, I'm going to call you a bully to do so. The whole purpose of the fight is who's going to win the fight, like in the octagon. That's where it counts. That's exactly what matters. So leave all that shit out of your leave that behind. Just go into a fight and let your feet and your fists do the talking. That's it. That's all it should be. Now, Diaz, you're gonna let your emotions take over. That's what it's gonna come down to. You're going to you're gonna get frustrated. You're going to get too comfortable. Just emotions, happy, mad, sad, anything, all your emotions, it's going to be the death of you. Well, not actual death. It's going to be at the end of you, and GSP is going to take full advantage of that. That's what he does. He waits for people to make mistakes. The last few fights, like I said, he doesn't take risks or chances because he wants that belt around his waist. But he's going to wait for Diaz to let his emotions get the best of him. And GSP, you're going to pull this one out. Of course you are. You're George St. Pierre. You're going to win this one. You're going to win this one. I have no problems with saying that with confidence. But it's going to come down to you're going to eventually lose just because people are going to see that they just need to get to a decision, and there's that 50-50 chance. You can't let it get to the end. You can't let it get to the judge's decision. You need to take it upon yourself to knock the motherfucker out. Thank you. Or submit him. Either or. Either or. I'm happy. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode of My Brain, My Heart, Sports Talk with Mike. You enjoy the fight tonight.